Hi, it's Vince Cavison, Head of Marketing for FenixCommerce with another platform demo. Today we'll be looking at how the Fenix Intelligent Delivery Platform, or IDP, can enhance your customer experience by displaying accurate, optimized delivery date estimates on the checkout page. This is a follow-up to our last video where we were showing the cart experience. So if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend you check it out. I'll post the link below. But moving along to the checkout, today I'm back on the Men's Wearhouse site. Remember, Men's Wearhouse is one of our larger clients with inventory sitting in multiple DCs and a total of more than 1,200 stores. So there are lots of potential inventory locations for the IDP to look at when it's calculating optimal delivery dates and costs. I'm starting out here on the checkout page where I've logged in and can access my address book. And you can see the shipping options. Standard gets the package to me by Friday, September 20th, Express by Thursday, September 19th, Rush by Wednesday, September 18th. And by the way, today is Monday, September 16th. I really like the way Men's Wearhouse has used these descriptive but otherwise unbranded labels. You'll see some sites that provide this information as specific carrier products, so you might see something like FedEx Ground here instead of Standard. But since the Fenix platform computes these rates and timings in real time, it will look at all the negotiated rates you have access to and pick the best one for each service level based on your business rules. And you can customize these labels to say whatever you want. So you might prefer expedited to express, for example. Of course, you can also display the actual carrier brand names for the services selected by the IDP if you'd prefer. Another thing to point out here is that we are showing specific dates, not ranges or transit times, which is what you'll get from the other solutions that don't consider all the data feeds and do all the calculations that the IDP does. When we compare IDP estimates to the estimates from those platforms, we find that they are quoting much longer time frames to be safe, something you can't afford to do today given how the delivery experience has become such a significant competitive differentiator for retailers. What sets the IDP apart is that it is computing these date estimates in real time, not only based on my address, but also on where the inventory is located, the carrier rates based on the specific package's weight and dimensions, and operational variables like pick, pack, and ship times and order cutoff times for your warehouses or your other shipping locations. So when I change to one of my other addresses, and as you can imagine, as a jet-setting startup marketing guy, I have homes all over the place. It should update some of these options. So, of course, working for FenixCommerce, I must have an estate in Phoenix, Arizona. I'll click on that and try that. We can see that, indeed, the standard shipping date estimate is moved to September 23rd. Remember, it was September 20th before when we were looking at Austin as a delivery address. And if we move to my mansion in downtown Seattle, we see an additional days tacked on to the standard shipping estimate. What's probably happening here is that Men's Wearhouse has the standard option set to use the cheapest service that they have access to among their carriers, which is likely a ground service that takes longer the farther away from the warehouse you get. And in this case, it looks like the warehouse is probably on the East Coast because the standard ground date increases the farther west you go. But you notice the express date and the rush date haven't changed at all, probably because these are using fixed transit time options, probably like overnight and second day. That wraps up our demo of the FenixCommerce checkout experience on menswearhouse.com. If you'd like to learn more about FenixCommerce solutions, please visit www.fenixcommerce.com and keep an eye on this channel for more demo videos related to our solutions in the future. Thanks for watching.